Run, Erica, run, I screamed, and I pushed her away. Erica ran. I threw myself into the mob, screaming, Leave her alone, leave her alone. I punched and kicked, but they punched and kicked back. Finally, Auntie Leah grabbed me, covered me up, threw her body over me, and went limp. Slowly, the crowd lost its momentum and began to disperse. Auntie Leah got up. Her clothes were in tatters. There was a terrible gash along her cheekbone, and two bottom teeth were gone. Daniel, are you all right? She whispered. She was only worried about me. I started to cry. I'm sorry, I said. I'm sorry. It wasn't your fault, she said. Perhaps she thought I was apologizing for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. How could she know I was sorry that I never liked her and now this happened to her? And I still didn't know if I liked her, but I knew that no human being deserved to be treated that way, whether I liked her or not. I kept repeating how sorry I was, and I took off my shirt and I gave it to her. Father and mother came with Erica, and then mother started to cry, and I started to scream because I was scared. And how could this happen? Wasn't this Frankfurt, my home? And I screamed and screamed. Daniel, Daniel, wake up. You're having a nightmare. My mother was holding me tight. It's all right, sweetheart. You're safe. Nothing's going to hurt you. It's that movie, she scolded. No wonder you're having nightmares. The next day, father called a family conference to discuss what should be done about leaving or staying in Germany. Maybe he had started to realize that his children were going to grow up in fear, and he didn't want that for us. Uncle Aaron announced that he had applied for visas to England and that they would leave the moment the visas came through. He said we should all do the same. Now listen, Uncle Peter said. For 1,000 years, Jews have survived pogroms, ghettos, and anti-Jewish laws, and we'll survive this. It's just more of the same. It'll pass. Maybe, mother said slowly, this is different. Ruth, father said to my mother, if it is different, we have to do something. It's time to think about going. David can sponsor us to go to the United States. Tomorrow you should go and fill out applications for our visas. My mother nodded her head, and she did go the next day. But Uncle Peter was wrong, that it would all just pass away. He was arrested a few days later for having pleaded guilty 6 years earlier to 2 parking violations. He was taken away to Dachau concentration camp. Auntie Leah stared into nothingness as she told mother what happened. He got those tickets when Bridget was born. I was in labor and we couldn't find a parking place, so I screamed at him, Park illegally, we'll get a ticket, so what? Should I have the baby in the car instead? Oh God help us, what is happening? Oh God help us, what is happening?